Hello and welcome back to Noble. My name is Fem. Thank you guys for joining me again, or for the first time. We're going to get back into the Crankheims, which we have a king, which I am so happy about. I hope he survives because he is sick. So I'm really hoping he's going to survive. Who would this be against? Housewind Sister. I don't want to do that. I really don't. Like, you get stuff out of it, but I really don't want to do that. Because then, like, they're not happy with you. I'm not going to do that. So, and I know I did have somebody ask, why are you not getting goods? And it's like, well, kind of that reason. There's not really a whole lot of people that would be good at it. And this one actually, minus this money plus goods. So this one would be what I'd want to go with, but again, I'm okay. Alright, let's go and see. Alright, so we've got that. Gave birth. My liege, amidst the cacophony of wails and screams, I'm still the second Crankheim valiantly endured a treacherous pregnancy and successfully gave birth to a healthy, legitimate girl. As Sanlin II basked in the glory of parenthood and he was blushing, they were promptly christened Sanlin II the Valiant. Oh, and then he died! And the new name is Diresia? It's a cute name. But no, Sanlin died, and his son, of course, his son would be the one who would go to it. I'm going to send Stilla to go too, because it is her father. Euthad, it's not her father at all. Okay, so we have... Okay, I'm going to send you, my dear, to go get those goods. I could do this. She still has some childbearing years left. Let's try and get her again. Alright, so... Illness, my liege, in the midst of illness at the House Crankheim estate. Rolla III transformed their sickbed into a stage, entertaining various servants, and the doctor with rib-tickling tales. Oh, that's so good. Thus Rolla III, the jester, emerged alive and jesting once more. Go Rolla. I think the jester... Nickname the jester is A+. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, Euthad, why are you getting into a duel? Why are you getting into a duel? Who are you getting into a duel with? Regan II? Why are you getting into a duel with him? I don't even understand that. I don't want to send anybody. Honestly, I'm just going to let you deal with that for now. Till we have somebody better. Alright, my liege, after weeks of coughing up more phlegm than a tavern wench has tankards, Gimmerfest II, first Crankheim king of Hallenfest, finally succumbed to the illness, granting House Crankheim a sudden spike in notoriety as the estate servants scrambled to find anyone who could locate a pulse. No, we lost our king! I've played on the side with another household, and I had a king and I lost them. They... also ended up dying, and then the crown did not go to their child, which bothered me. My liege, after dazzling the House Edenheim Hall with a speech about goat breeding, once again, more goats, and bribing a few courtiers with an emerald hairpin, Rolla IV Crankheim secured Adawinus II's hand in engagement, though their coin pouch now feels suspiciously lighter after the festivities. So 2K got taken. I will send... Gilmas to help with that. Okay, so this... Yeah, this is his title. So who is it going to in our family? Okay, so it's possibly going to... Wait, is she not in the family? It almost looks like she is. No, she's a twin sister. Okay, yeah, no. She's not. It kind of looked like it for a second. So we have her. So we have two chances. We need a high wit for the other two. So I have you and you. We have 3 chances. Please keep the crown in there. Please. Please, please, please. Oh my gosh. I don't really want to do it because I don't know if I'm going to lose anyone. Alright, so how did this go? Expansion, my liege. After bellowing at a troop of bleary-eyed builders to hoist stones faster, Gillimus II Crankheim personally hauled a cartload of bricks up the unfinished tower, though the whole castle still lacks embarrassingly anything resembling a roof. So he made progress, but he's not done. And then he died. This just... he's 58. He still probably could have lived longer. I may have an option for you to have maybe more kids, but we'll see. Okay, so how did this engagement or the wedding go? My liege in a union sealed with far too many toasts. Evawinus and Clatice II wed beneath banners of House Crankheim, only to discover that House Winchester packed their chests with enough jewels to weigh down 3 donkeys for the journey home. And now we're talking about donkeys. At least the donkeys didn't do anything. Alright, how did this go? Invitation, my liege, as Henricius III was preparing to leave the House C. Wyham estate, Bardic III managed to slip on a decorative rug. Oof. Tumbled down the grand staircase. Ooh. Met their end with all grace of a sack of potatoes. Whew. He probably broke his neck on that. Oof. I feel bad. That doesn't sound like a good death. Okay, so the funeral, nothing happened. I do have a eligible young lady here. Let's have you go do that. Okay. Okay, nothing happened there. And let's see. My liege, amidst a whirlwind of giggles and fluttering eyelashes of the courtship, am still the second dazzled Eostenfrey with tales of House Crankheim's irresistible charm and economic prospects. Smitten, Eostenfrey had agreed to a betrothal, thus boosting House Winchester's trading clout. Nice. He's got pretty decent stats. I am happy for that. I'm going to send Harwin, that's the one we renamed, although Harwin is a girl or a boy? I think Harwin's a girl. You can tell by that. So Harwin was a girl, so I could have named her something totally different and maybe it would have been better. So he doesn't have much wit. I think I want to go with him. He also has some other good stuff. Let's go with him for now. Alright, oh, we did not get very many goods. My liege, after an ill-advised debate with a flock of sheep and some deeply uncooperative peasants, Rorowis II, first Crankheim Baroness of Flatridge Spire, returned to House Crankheim with little more than a cart of turnips and a wheelbarrow of rubber boots, earning the title Rorowis II the Sage for negotiating peace with livestock. Okay, in this household we love talking to animals. Couldn't tell you why. So Rorowis, let's see, the sage. Okay, so it does add to her wit. Good, good, good. I don't have anybody for, oh, she's cute. Wait, I do. Oh, I do have someone. Her charisma is kind of bleh. What's his charisma? Well, let's give it a shot. Couldn't hurt. Okay, what do we got on this courtship? My liege, in a bold display at the courtship, Sandlin III juggled 3 flaming torches while reciting epic poetry, thus winning over Senes III's heart and securing an engagement. Apparently nothing impresses quite like pyrotechnics at the House Sapwood court. Nice. So we also have Warren Lynn is sick. Do we have anybody who was really good? Not at the moment, so let's see how this one went. My liege, amidst the grand wedding, Rolla IV and Adawinus II exchanged looks of terror as negotiations crumbled faster than a stale biscuit. No! Leaving no vows exchanged. No! Come on! Meanwhile, Edina IV earned the dubious title Edina IV the Klutz after a spectacular tumble into the grand cake. Ah, my word. Why? You liked each other. I really am, unhappy about that. I don't like that. I just don't. I'm gonna send Cetine IV. I'm still waiting to see how this goes. Hopefully we keep it. Wait, does anybody else... I mean, he would be... I'll have him go for now. All right, how did this go? My liege, amidst the opulence in the House C. Wyheim Court, such a mouthful, Rudel II relentlessly pursued Benevasi II, or Benevase, ultimately charming them with tales of dragon slaying and pie baking. Now betrothed, one can only wonder if it's love or a strategic pie alliance. Sure. Alright, a nap interrupted by a crossbow bolt. My liege, Count Euthad Crankheim, unable to resist an afternoon nap, chose the Duel's starting stump for a snooze and refused to budge. Regan II Winchester yawned, took aim, and let loose, planting a quarrel straight across Euthad's nose, before planting a second squarely in their chest. Now the only thing more permanent than that odd scar is Euthad's new reputation for sleeping through anything. And unfortunately, Euthad died. So that whole... Well, there goes that story. Dang it. Euthad. I'm going to send Henricius over here. Oh, that sucks so bad. I think I'm going to send you here. You two need to have babies at some point. I would like that. I wanted them to have babies and they didn't have any, and I'm kind of annoyed. Alright, how did this go? Crown a corpse and some infamy. My liege, once the crown slipped from Gimifus II, first Crankheim king of Halvenvest's icy brow, Rorowus Winchester pounced faster than a rat in the larder, declaring the royal seat was now theirs. No ghostly objections. Meanwhile, Johannes Crankheim settled the House Sapwood debate with a dagger to Jorlat II Sapwood's gizzard right on the grand carpet. Wow, again, cutthroat. Courtiers always keen for gossip. Now whisper House Crankheim with more awe and a touch more fear. Unfortunately, I believe Rorowus is not in our household. So that sucks. So once again, like the other game I played, lost that crown. Get a king, lose it. Sucks, because they didn't have any kids. But in my other one, they did have kids. My liege, against all odds in the suspiciously slippery dance floor, am still the second Crankheim, and I, Orstenfrey Winchester, exchanged vows without a single relative fainting. Even the wedding cake stood taller than am still the third after the nuptials, if only just. Cool. My liege, in a classic case of oops, my sword slipped, heroine accidentally sent Casey to an early grave at the wedding. Safe to say the wedding banquet had one less mouth to feed. So we kill people at hunts. We kill people at weddings. We kill people, I think, at funerals too. We kill people at coronations. When don't we kill people? Good gravy. All right, so 43% or 42. I guess I'll send you, my dear, and I would send your husband, but he's not the best. I'll send you. I'll send Eorsten Frey, who just joined the household. I do want you to get married, but I don't know if I necessarily like his stats. Well, I guess it's not horrible. It's not horrible stats, so we'll go with that. Okay, let's do... How did this wedding go? My liege, as the priest stumbled through the vows, Sandon III and Sene III exchanged rings and glum glances, sealing an unhappy union, while Jocelyn II somehow managed to fatally bean Sene II with a poorly aimed celebratory goblet. Oh my gosh, is Jocelyn in our household? No, she's a Sapwood. Okay, so this time it's not someone in our household doing the killing. What is going on? She just killed Sene III's mom. Wow. On Rorowus died. She was around for so long. I'm going to send Daricia to the funeral because Mardiva's also going. Okay, let's roll forward. Also, you guys, remember there is a demo of this game currently until July 6th, so do feel free to play. You only get one household, though. My liege, with a wink and a poem so dreadful it nearly wilted the court roses, Alatus Crankheim managed to win Lisaveta Edenaheim's hand, much to Godrun's horror, and somehow House Edenaheim's trading ledgers have now not recovered since. She's cute. Alright, how did this one go? My liege, at the wedding feast of Ruda III and Benevasi II, Henricius IV spilled a goblet of wine straight into the lap of Sives, thus ensuring House Crankheim is discussed in every corridor gossip for weeks. My liege, after the priest finished the world's longest sermon, if you've ever been, you know, Ruda III, Crankheim, and Benevasi II, C. Wyheim, exchanged vows so sweet even the party crashers shed a tear, sealing their union while servants scrambled to keep the wild geese from the wedding cake. Once again, more geese. We have a thing with geese in this house. Let me send Godvine, or Godwin, Godvine, however you want to call it. Alright. Ooh, yay, babies! I really wish you two would have babies. You're busy, but I really wish you two would. I'm glad you two are, and I'm glad you two are having more. Yay. Do we have anybody who could possibly help? I'm going to send you over here, and I believe you can go over here. I believe when the women get into their 50s, they can't have babies, and I think men, when they get into 60s or 70s, I think they can have them. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, anyways. So, this is possibly going to go to Mardiva. Okay, so, high wit. Who has a very high wit? Actually? So, your wit is pretty good. Honestly, I'm going to send Gillimus III. Yeah, let's send Gillimus III. Ooh. Oh, yes. For you, my dear? Yes. And I'm not sending any, chaperones, because I want to see what happens. I don't go for these, just, at least I don't plan to. So that would be minus. No, we can't minus those. Alright, so how did that go? Collect trade tolls. My liege, after dazzling a group of merchants with an utterly baffling new road maintenance fee, Cletis II, first Crankheim Countess of Dragon's Fall, I like that name, Dragon's Fall, walked away from the collection with a chest so heavy even the most loyal of the House Crankheim entourage groaned under its weight. So 6k plus 2k. Nice. Alright, how did the babies go? My liege, amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Sanlin III and Sene III Crankheim, quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. The meek Scene III even apologized to the midwife for any inconvenience caused by childbirth. And then over here, my liege, as the halls of the House Crankheim estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Idosia II Crankheim finally expelled a squalling battle of joy. Idosia II held their head high as they proudly presented their healthy, legitimate son to the world, to the bemusement of all. Okay, so we have Rositas, and then the other baby was here. Yeah, Sanlin IV. Okay, cool. Getting babies. Alright, how did this go? My liege, after a priest with an unfortunate lisp finally pronounced Alatus and Lisaveta. Yeah, those would be hard for someone with a lisp. Lisaveta wed, a mysteriously trunk stuffed with silver coins, was conveniently left behind by a tipsy guest, swelling the coffers of House Crankheim and the smiles of the newlyweds. I know somebody in the other one mentioned that that there was an aunt who was basically trying to get in good with our household because they kept sending stuff. Maybe. I could imagine that. Oh, we do have someone. Oh, he's actually pretty good. And he's got mutton chops. This guy's got mutton chops, but he comes with plus 750, and he's a really good fit for Stilla III. Yeah, I'm going to send you with her. So this one's... Oh, wow. They got married and they're going to have babies. Why are you two not? You're not chaste or anything, right? Come on, click. No. They're just not having babies for some weird reason. But Gunla and Sita III are, and again, these just got married and already they're gonna have babies, so you two better get on it. You slacking. Alright, let's see. A Baron by Sunset and Mauniva's Hug, right? Maonivas? My liege, with the sun bleeding out behind the towers, Gillimus III Crankheim dramatically seized the ceremonial cloak from a befuddled footman and declared, "I'll take that, thank you." Meanwhile, Moaniva Winchester calmly hugged a furious chicken to their chest, declaring peace with poultry, and people are like, okay, now we have more chickens. Again, so much poultry. By dusk, the estate had one less baron and one more uncomfortable feather-dusted investiture. Okay, this was, so it passed from Rarowis II to Gilmus III. Nice. So that was, it just moved. So he is now the baron. It didn't make me think, I thought it was an engagement or a wedding or something. So let's see. The thing is this does tell you if you have high fortitude, if you have high charisma, it should go. Fortitude. His charisma isn't super high, so sometimes it says, oh, if you have a midwife, it would definitely help, but honestly, so far none of them are really good, but I will send her just to be safe. And then this one, okay, so she actually would help in the end, so we'll go with that one. And that was Clotis. I think these two did recently get married too, so hopefully they'll get something. And now we have another one with Senlin and Sene II. So, let's see. Anybody who can help with that? I'm going to leave them alone on that one. I think they should be fine, and we can always wait. Ooh, Masquerade. Perfect. Well, that one and that one. Like, you would be good, and you would be good for that. We'll see. I really did want to put Euthad into one of these and see what she would possibly get. Unfortunately, she ended up dying in a duel because she fell asleep and he just kind of killed her. So, poor Euthad. I liked Euthad. I miss Euthad. She was fun, man. with the story that came behind it. My liege, as the walls of the House Crankheim estate echoed with the agonizing moans of Warren II's illness, they openly displayed their cowardice by whimpering at the sight of a mere leech. However, much to everyone's surprise, Warren II has miraculously recovered from their ailment. Cool. So I need a baron. They are currently busy at the moment. Do we have anybody else who could help with us? No. Okay. Unfortunately, we lost the king. And the title. My liege, as the halls of the House Crankheim estate echoed with the screams of childbirth, Lisaveta Crankheim finally expelled a squalling bundle of joy. Lisaveta held their head high as they proudly presented their healthy, legitimate son to the world, to the amusement of all. And she named it Alatus II. And so these are the tags that I was talking about. So a patron picked the name Lisaveta, which I think is a cute name. Oh, no, Rolla, no, we don't need a castle. We are not big enough for that crap. My liege, after an impressively noisy ordeal involving enough screaming to wake the dead, Gunla II Crankheim brought forth a robust, legitimate girl, leaving Seatime III limp with pride and exhaustion. Local gossip now knows more about House Crankheim than they do their own kin. So we have Seatime IV and Gunla III. We keep going with Gunla's moving along. Yeah, because, Leela, yeah, we don't have any Leela in here. I think, no, she didn't die because she would have still been in here, so she married into the family. Warrenlin, wasn't one. Seatine, okay, so Seatine here, and then it came down here. These two haven't had kids, so, yeah. Yeah. They really do need to get going. Because, these guys are pregnant. I don't think I have anybody who can help with them, really. I mean, maybe she can help. Oh, Mardiva's ready. And Henricius IV is ready. How did this go? My liege, despite fierce competition, including a suspiciously radiant maiden from afar, Rolla IV Crankheim charms Sives with a heartfelt poem about lost chickens. We love poultry. We love birds, goats. We just love animals, apparently, prompting immediate engagement. Courtiers were left agape as Rolla IV kindly shared sweetmeats with rival maidens, earning universal admiration. And she's good. Good going, Rolla. And I'm going to send Diricius to go. Okay, so what's going on over here? The courtship. My liege, in an unprecedented turn at House Sapwood's court, Yuhans wowed the gathered nobles with a peculiar courtship gift. A live chicken to ward off bad spirits. And another chicken! This bold move enchanted Simongor, leading to their engagement, much to everyone's bewilderment. How much chicken are we going to have happen around here? I'm going to send Godwin to that engagement. How did yours go? The heir arrival. My liege, as the moon hung high in the night sky, the halls of House Crankheim were filled with a symphony of labor screams. Senny III proved once again that they are socially inept as they made their way through the delicate process of childbirth. With a few accidental slabs, countless apologies, and a momentary misstep into a chamber pot, gross, Senny III emerged triumphant, holding a baby girl in their arms. The heir has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. So we have Sanlin IV and Senny IV. Again, I could be saying that wrong, but that's how I feel it's said, I guess. Do we have... Wait. Where's our barons? Are they... Oh. There he is. Darn it. I sent him straight into doing something before I did this. My bad. Jeez Louise, I forgot. Oh, she's cute. Yeah, let's send Henricius to do that. And we have another gentleman. Yeah, let's do it. We'll send you to that. Oh, yay! You guys are finally... Yes, finally! Cletis and Evinus, yay! Please do have a kid for me. I'm going to send Gunla II to help you with that. Yay! Okay, how did this go? A cartload of timber for one swoon. My liege, after much prancing and reciting of poetry atop a stack of beets. Henricius IV Crankheim dazzled Alteld the second Salister into agreeing to an engagement. The catch, to secure Alteld the second's favor, Henricius IV pledged a cartload of House Crankheim's finest pickled turnips as a token of sincerity, which the entire House Salister court devoured before the ink on the agreement was even dry. House Crankheim has lost a large quantity of goods at the due. That needs to change right there. I think that's just a typo. So, I think that's a typo on their end. I think they do need to fix that. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. All right, we're back. Sorry if you saw my screen. All right, so has lost a large quantity of goods due to the courtship. There you go. So yeah, that's just something that they have to fix. That's fine. So let's send Senlin IV to that engagement. Okay, and I don't know if I'm going to collect farm dues, which means we're not going to have very many goods. That sucks, because we only have one baron, I believe. We have plenty of counts, but no barons, other than Gilmus. Oh well. Alright, how did this go? A purse dropped, no vows forgotten. This should be a good one. My liege, just as vows were exchanged, the priest sneezed with such force that Randtin's elaborate wig flew into the wedding cake, launching a hidden patch of coins straight into Rolla IV's lap. I did not realize that name. The incident was declared an omen of prosperity by the ever-practical entourage of House Seewyheim. Spirits rose, contracts were signed, and Seavace and Rolla IV sealed their union with broad grins and a heavier coin purse. Yay! At least it's a happy marriage. And I do have a baron! I do now! Alright, how did this one go? My liege, during the wedding of Euthad and Simongor, an inebriated servant mistakenly dropped a heavy pouch of gold into Godwin's lap, who graciously accepted this gift from the heavens. Thus, House Crankheim came out richer. Okay. My liege, after a suspiciously lengthy exchange of vows, and a priest who nearly nodded off, why you'd nod off, Simongor Sapwood and Euthad's Crankheim emerged triumphantly wed, beaming at each other as if nothing could possibly go wrong for at least the rest of the day. But they're happy. That's good. Over here? Yeah. She's still within the age where she can have babies, so I'm happy for that. Unfortunately, we lost our king and he's no longer there. That sucks. That really sucks. Alright, what's going on with you, sir? I'm actually going to send you to help because you're actually really good stats on that. I do want to see what happens here, but let's see if the baby... My liege, amidst the laborious groans and the anxious pacing of Evinus, Cletis II, first Crankheim Countess of Dragon's Fall, quietly delivered a healthy, legitimate boy. The meek Cletis II even apologized to the midwife for any inconvenience caused by, childbirth. Oh, and now she's sick on. Evavinus II, who looks kind of... He gave a little... He looked like he was sick. Look at these stats. Oof. I don't like those stats at all. Oh, I didn't realize your fortitude was so low, Evavinus. Alright. You... Let me send Gunla to help you. I want you to survive. And I don't want to help with this because then I'd have to pick sides, and I don't even know which one I'd pick. Because I really kind of want to stay with him still a little bit because poor Euthad, but Euthad died already, so that story was so good though. Like, Euthad was a bastard because she literally, her father was Turnerlin II, and it was during a hunt, I believe. It was during a hunt that Emstilla and Turnerline had a tryst, or something happened, and this was before she got married to, I think it was Frey first, or was it a different one? No, it was Sandlin. I think she married Sandlin first, because Emstilla's, and then she married him last. So she can't have any more babies anymore. Darn it. Okay, well, darn. But I do like the patron stuff. There's really cool. And I am a patron now, so if you guys get the second tier of the patron to get this game, you will get, option for that. My liege, amidst a whirlwind of giggles and fluttering eyelashes at the courtship, Emstilla the Third dazzled Gale Burness II with tales of House Crankheim's irresistible charm and economic prospects. Smitten, Gale Burness II agreed to a betrothal, thus boosting House Alistair's trading clout. Aw, that's so cute. He's actually pretty handsome. He is. Like, look at that, I want to say it, look at his, what is it? Like, look at his, he just has a handsome face. He's very handsome. Let's send Cetine the Fourth for that. Let's see how many goods we got. My liege, with an entourage larger than a wedding procession, Sive sweet-talked every peasant from here to the riverbank, departing with double the usual goods, and if gossip is to believe, twice as many blushes among the villagers. He's now promiscuous! I hope he at least has, one baby with his wife at least. So we have 7,000 coming in. Oh, that's so good. That is really good. All right, so she does have that. It would have been cool because also with these, if you have anybody who's getting robbed, if you send a bastard kid, they can essentially get married to the bandit sometimes, depending upon gender and everything. I'm waiting. Just give me a second. I want to see how this goes. So we lost money. My liege, the audacious Lyri and their merry band of miscreants ambushed the House Crankheim carriage, making off with a hefty load of gold. Meanwhile, tales of House Crankheim's disastrous fortune spread like wildfire among the rival houses. So if I had like a male bastard and I sent them in here, they might have been able to get married to this person here. And usually when you try and look at the stats of the bandit when they're up here, you can't see it anymore. But I do like now that they have lowborn. It's really nice. This person actually has very good stats for being lowborn. Wow. Oh, they apparently, okay, interesting. Okay, and let's see how this wedding went. My liege, after a stunning display of 4 smiles and cold, clammy hands, Henricius IV and Alteld II were reluctantly bound in wedlock. Aww. You do not look happy, but you're cute together. Meanwhile, a crate of mediocre apples found its way to House Crankheim as a gift from Alteld II's ever-thrifty aunt. Again, more aunts. My liege, at the wedding of Henricius IV and Alteld II, Sandlin IV managed to spill wine on 3 noble robes and announce an opinion about House Alistair's cuisine loud enough for the priest to drop their scriptures, ensuring everyone remembers House Crankheim quite fondly. Oof. Alright, let's see how this went. My liege, at the secretive masquerade ball, Gillimus III wore out the dance floor, and several pairs of slippers relentlessly pursuing Lugatia II, finally securing an engagement before the last candle sputtered out. Now even the gossip snow of House Crankheim. Lugatia. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so she's probably got blonde hair. It's probably covering up her eye. Okay. My liege, after an evening of frantic matchmaking, the masked judges paired Harwin with Nigelwis II to the chagrin of busybodies everywhere. They are now officially engaged by the masquerade ball's eccentric rules, and now even the cooks gossip about House Crankheim. So what do we got with Nigelwis? Ooh, he's a baron. Ooh, oh yes. High charisma and high wit. Ooh, we needed that. But he's cowardly? Intriguing. And he's a baron. Oh, really? I wonder how he died. So, he's 51. Oof. I mean, he can still have kids, but, well, okay. All right. And I'm going to send Senlin to this engagement, and then I'm going to send Elitis to the other one. Yes. All right. I don't think we have anything else happening right now at the moment. He's sick. I wonder, who can I send? He's actually got really good stats. I'll send you. All right, guys. So this is where I'm going to leave it for today. I'm going to save like normal. We did unfortunately lose our king because he died and then the title went to someone else. Darn it. But we did gain a lot more household members and had a lot of ups and downs this episode. Wow. But we did get married off quite a few people and finally some people finally had babies. Unfortunately, these two will never have kids because if she dies, he can't have any because you can only do the heir in the household. You can only do someone who's born in the household. So that's what we're going to do for today. And remember, guys, the demo is available till July 6th if you want to play. You can only play with House Sapwood. But it's okay. I've played with House Sapwood. They are fun. I will say, to begin with, they've been my favorite household. But I kind of like House Crankheim too now. So, we'll see. Alright, guys. If you have any name suggestions you want me to name any of the babies, if you want me to name them something totally different, feel free to let me know. I can do that. I do need suggestions because Heroine was just a name I came up with, and I don't even know if it fit. I don't necessarily know if I really like that name, but it is what it is. If you want me to rename Heroine to something different, let me know. And it does not have to be, a name that just fits with, olden times. It can be a modern day name, and that'll still be fine. But let's hope this next time that both of these weddings go through. And hopefully that, because I believe Heroine, I'm sorry, it was Heroine? I believe Heroine was marrying she was marrying the 50-year-old. So hopefully they get married and they start having babies pretty soon, so that they can continue that line. And then when this finishes, I'm hoping that we get to stay. I'm not sure which side we would stay with because I do like this side too, but there's not much titles in this. There's only one, and then over here you have a lot. And I do kind of want to stay with Lisa Vetta now because she's a patron. I really did want to stay over here because of Euthad, but it is what it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you like my content, please give me a big old thumbs up with a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. I'm at 31 subs, and I thank you guys so much for getting me there. I'm having so much fun playing this game, so much fun talking with you guys in the comments and everything. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know if you have any names that you want me to put in here, and let me know what's your favorite part about this episode. Give me, some information down in the comments. What was your favorite part about the what happened here? Was it Euthad dying because she fell asleep? Was it the crown being given to somebody completely different? Or was it the courtship with the chicken? Just let me know down below, guys. Hope to see you guys next time, and everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!